Here back in the Fantasy Bar Tuesday on tap. 6 of my favorite plays ready for you to go on FanDuel and DraftKings, including a bunch of my favorite mid-range plays in some good spots. We've got some correlation, some potential game stacks, and a beast of the night I think goes for 60 plus. Who we talking about? Only one way to find out. It's time to belly up to the Fantasy Bar. Welcome back, guys. Tuesday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Talking some NBA here. 6 of my favorite plays ready for you to go on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking out today's video. Before we get into the plays, the housekeeping first thing, thumbs up button. Really appreciate that. That is the tip jar here to continue to bring you these free videos. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and go check out RotoGrinders.com/Simlabs. Thursday Night Football right around the corner. Can build showdown lineups, regular main slate lineups very quickly, very easily, and very efficiently using simulations and projections. Great tool, rotogrinders.com/simlabs. All right, let's get into the plays here for tonight. Let's start at point guard, shooting guard with Terry Rozier of Charlotte. So the biggest injury on this slate, LaMelo Ball going to miss this game, listed as doubtful. So it would be shocking if he were to play here tonight. What does that mean? We know that leaves a ton of usage here on the table for a lot of the Charlotte Hornets. And Rozier, first game back from injury, really looked good. So now likely the primary scorer. And yes, Bridges, Miller, some of these other guys certainly going to step up. Hayward, but going to be Rozier with the ball in his hands a ton as the primary ball handler. Plus, likely, as we mentioned, the primary scorer here. And some of these other guys going to get some ownership. We have some blowout concerns here as well. What's it going to do? It's going to help out with the ownership a little bit. Rozier not going to fly under the radar here. LaMelo Ball out, we know. Charlotte going to be a spot people attack. If it lowers it some in tournaments, that's great for us. And then great combination of floor and ceiling here for cash games or tournaments. Terry Rozier, one of my favorite options here for Tuesday night. All right, up next, small forward, power forward, Cameron Johnson of Brooklyn. So the Nets dealing with a lot of injuries. Cam Thomas, Ben Simmons out tonight. Nick Claxton questionable here tonight. So what does that mean? Again, a lot of usage spread around, but when you think about the Nets, Thomas been their primary scorer, so they're going to need another guy outside of Mikal Bridges to help out there. Dinwiddie's been solid as well. I think Cameron Johnson can take a jump there. And the rebounding, no Simmons, no potential Claxton. Going to have to hit the boards, and he's a guy that can pull down double-digit rebounds as well. Nice upside here recently. 2 games, over 40 DraftKings points in his last 3. Cam Johnson, one of those guys can give you a solid 6, 7, 8x return on these salaries. All right, center up next with Jakob Poeltl of Toronto. Talk about a guy on a tear right now in the mid-range. Jakob Poeltl, 5 double-doubles over his last 8. And we just talked about Brooklyn potentially missing both Ben Simmons and Nick Claxton. Really makes this an even better matchup for Poeltl here. And I really like the game stack. I don't think a lot of people are going to look this direction. There's higher totals. There's sexier games out there, we'll say. But this one expected to be close here. Some value you can capitalize on and some injury situations you can take advantage of. Even if not, Jakob Poeltl, solid option as a one-off play tonight against the Brooklyn Nets. All right, to the mid-range next at small forward, power forward with Jaime Jaquez Jr. of Miami. So it's that time of the year, NBA, a lot of injuries. No Tyler Hero tonight, and the big one, Jimmy Butler, listed as questionable, did not practice on Monday. So we'll see what the practice reports are. And even if he's in there, this kid has really earned a role in this offense, and I don't think the minutes are going away here. In fact, when he's been given minutes, he's been very productive with them. Anytime he's gotten 20 or more minutes, 20 or more DraftKings points in 8 of those 9 games, 5 of those games have gone for 30 or more DraftKings points. And the Bucks are not the defensive stalwart we've seen over the last couple seasons. In fact, they've been one of the worst teams in the NBA defensively, bottom 10 in defensive efficiency. I think Jaquez's role continues here. Too cheap, in my opinion. Great option here for Tuesday night. All right, up next, point guard, shooting guard, Derek White of Boston. So no Kristaps Porzingis for Boston tonight. Drew Holiday listed as questionable. What does that mean? It means great things here for Derek White using our court IQ tool here on RotoGrinders. When we take Porzingis off the floor, White leads the way for Boston with almost a 5% usage bump. And if you include Holiday in that, take him off the floor, now we're talking a 7.5% usage bump for Derek White, playing a ton of minutes for this Boston team, and a guy that can do a little bit of everything. So a lot of avenues for this guy to have a ceiling game. Saw a big game out of him the other night. I think he does it here once again, especially if Drew Holiday happens to miss as well. All right, it's time take a look at my favorite play for Tuesday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Free to play, easy to play. All you got to do, hit that thumbs up button, then head to the comment section and guess fantasy points on FanDuel tonight. For my Beast of the Night, whoever's got the closest guess, we're going to give you an absolutely free week of RotoGrinders Premium. All right, let's wrap this baby up with my favorite play. You know best, Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to give you another big man with center Alperen Şengün of Houston, tonight's Beast of the Night. Now, if you're on FanDuel, you're going to have to make a decision here, Jakob Poeltl or Şengün. DraftKings, though, you can utilize both of these guys. So we wanted to get him in here because I love both of these spots for these centers here. But you talk about floor and ceiling. Şengün about as bankable as it gets. 39 or more DraftKings points in 7 of his last 9 games. 2 of the last 3 have gone for 56 or more. So you see, you get that cash game floor that you can count on, the huge ceiling that we're looking for, and price is more than fair in the mid-8s here. Guy that can really smash these salaries and really go for that 6-7x that we are looking for. And the matchup really ideal here. Dallas has been getting dominated by big men this season. Bottom 5 in points per game allowed, rebounds per game allowed, and bottom 10 in fantasy points allowed. Şengün, smash spot here. Easily my favorite play on the board and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it for our Tuesday night NBA six-pack. As always, any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, fantasy points for Alperen Şengün on FanDuel for your shot at a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck, and we will see you.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist